Hey everybody, it's Kenny K here again, and I'm bringing you a new 1983 horror movie, Cujo, from one of Stephen King's bestsellers. Uh, it gets, it's about a dog. Just the synopsis first before I talk spoilers. It's with you've got Dee Wallace in this one. Uh, you've got Ed Lauder, who I mentioned in a movie not so long ago. I'm not sure what it was. Oh yeah, Magic from with Anthony Perkis. Um, and the movie is basically actually a separation of two different parts. You've got the first part, which is a more drama based, family drama oriented story, and the second one is the more Cujo uh, attacking the horrifying story, which has a lot of resemblance to Jaws. um, because we read the the what's the movie gonna be, the synopsis, and it says the dog will rain terror on the town, but it doesn't rain terror on the town. It just stays at a isolated place and kills people there. So uh, you know what I mean. um the score that this movie gets on IMDb is 6.1. I'm giving it a 5. Now, hear me why I'm giving it a 5. It's because half of the movie is, like I said, near the spoilers. It's the family drama. Dee Wallace hanging this, she's being the slut. She's having an affair on her husband, a good husband, by the way, who treats her very well, and he treats their son Tad really well, and she fucks this hillbilly piece of shit Steve Kemp, and yeah, it's all around. It's then there's a problem with, because Vic works for a commercial company. They have a problem and they have to do damage control, so he has to go away for 10 days. But before he goes away for 10 days, uh, Donna, Donna decides to, Dee Wallace decides to end things with Steve Kemper. And first he takes it pretty well, and then he puts on his pants and his bare back. He goes behind her. You see her shaking her against the car, because who drives past is Vic. He sees that. He turns around and he goes back, and she's away. So it was a really short interchange between her and Steve Kemper. Steve Kemp, actually, sorry. Um, and every night, Tad is scared of the closet monster, and it's such a good dad. That's why I'm saying Dee Wallace is a big ass slut in the first degree. And there's this moment where Steve Kemp enters the house. She's alone at this point with Tad upstairs, and he just takes her, and she has a skirt on, and she is giving her tongue. She's grabbing her pants, and it looks like to me, what it looks like to me isn't some sort of rape, or you know, uh, giving yourself. No, 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 no. She liked it for for a teeny tiny moment. She liked it. So it's that's why I'm saying that Donna character, Dee Wallace plays, is a whore, a fucking whore. Then Vic enters. He sees that. He just goes away. Fucking coward that he is. And Vic just says yes or no, and she says yes. Bam. He doesn't need to know more. He's getting ready for his 10-day trip for damage control for his company. He's trying to fix uh, Donna's car. He says, "Listen, go to Chamber, uh, Lee Chamber. He yeah, Lee Chamber will fix that up. Chamber. He's just 7 miles away." And he gets in the car. He says goodbye to his son. He says to his son, "Listen, I'll put up." So that's the good guy he is. He puts a written description on the closet that his mother has to say every night to, if he hears that, he can sleep comfortably. So that's a good father. And then she runs after Vic. Vic, Vic, please, please, please forgive me, please forgive me. And he says, I don't know. I don't know. He says, I don't know. And he drives it well, and he drives away. Now, now, Lee Chambers that I said there is an auto mechanic, and he's the one who owns Cujo, the dog, the Saint Bernard. He gets bitten by a bat, and it becomes a rabbit. I have to say that they doing a great job on, because I think they never used a prosthetic or something or practical effects. I think they all thought they worked. Everything they did was with dog. I think so. I think so. The guy, the Chambers, is supposed to pick up his friend. Cujo arrives at his friend. Cujo attacks his friend. He bites his jugular out. Chambers sees this. Now Chambers' wife and son are away for the week, so they're safe. But he attacks his boss too, Chambers, and he kills him. So Donna arrives just in the nick of time when her car completely passes out, and then she goes out of the car and she sees this dog coming up to her, and she's like, "Whoa!" And then the dog is completely, I mean, bursting the side windows. The side windows are the weakest. The front and the back are the strongest windows. You see scratching on the front and the back windows, blood and drool and whatever. He looks gnarly. The dog looks gnarly. He has all these, because at some point he's doing these kamikaze hits on the door that he can hopefully big ass dents in the door so he can open the door, but he's full of blood when he's doing that. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal what this animal does to get to his prey. But then you get a situation that they're apparently locked there in there for 3 days. Donna and her son Tad. It's blistering hot. They can't open the windows because the dog comes through. He can just pull it down. If you just pull the window a little bit down, he uses one of his giant claws and pulls it out. So they have a little bit of water. This isn't water, okay. And um, and in the meantime, she tries different things. She goes out of the car again, try to get help. She gets attacked. She goes back out again. She gets attacked again, but this time the dog gets in the car. She gets bitten pretty fiercely on the on the leg. Eventually, she gets the dog out. Now, at the house of where Donna and Vic live, that asshole Kemp went to visit him. He doesn't take no for a fucking answer, this piece of shit. I actually hoped that he would go to the fucking, mechanic store, and instead of that, we have to be satisfied that he gets locked up, because what he does is just he trashes the place. He trashes the place. Yeah. And Vic comes home because he can't get his family for 2 or 3 days on the whole. The sheriff's there, the deputy's there. They're saying, "Listen, listen, okay, uh, we have to stay calm. Where did you say she was going? She was going to the mechanic uh, chambers." Ah, okay. One of the deputies says, "Okay, I'm gonna look at chambers. Yeah, you do that, and we'll keep looking for Kemp." And eventually, what happens is the deputy comes, and this is so I'm just telling the story, and then I'm going to do the positives and the negatives, because so the deputy comes and he sees a car full of blood. And if you see a car full of blood, wouldn't you step out with your gun whoosh, ready in your wrist? No, he steps out, he's looking like that, fat cop, and he's like, "Oh shit, a dog." Of course, the dog is too fast, and he bops, loses his gun. He starts to fight with it. He can hold his own for a while. Now, if you were the mom if you would be Donna, because Dad is having a huge problem of he's dehydrated. He's gonna die basically if she doesn't get him out of the car, water, uh, air, and everything. Get your fucking son out of the car while the dog is trying to kill the sheriff. No, she just stays in the car, and she's like, and and I thought, oh Jesus fucking right. And of course the dog kills the sheriff, the deputy. Then later on, we get to hear Kemp was caught, but the deputy didn't reply yet. And he said, "Didn't reply yet? He's gone for hours now." Then, of course, Vic takes his car and goes to the Chambers mechanics store, and well, at the meantime, Donna tries one last stand. She goes out. She finds this like this baseball club. She hits him with it. She hits him with it. Keeps him at bay, and then eventually he bites in it, and then she falls over, but she stabs it. So at this point, he looks subdued. The dog. She takes Dad out of the car. Goes. She sees the revolver. That she takes it with her. Goes in the house. Put water on his face, on his belly. Tries to uh, um, uh, do resuscitation on him, mouth on mouth resuscitation. But the thing is that I think in the book version, I never wrote. I think the book version is much more brutal, visceral, and with a more dark ending. And I think he dies, the boy. I think he dies from dehydration. But I was happy that the boy lived. The dog jumps out of the window, takes a revolver, blasts it to hell. Vic arrives. He takes the son over. They look eyes to eyes, and it looks like they're happy, happy, happy again. Now, why don't why this movie? First, like I said, half of this movie is about adultery. A woman, not a man, a husband, not a child, but a woman that's unhappy for some reason, and she wants to do some bow chicka bow bow with some asshole with a porn stash and a porn beard, and a tattoo here on his shoulder. Uh, and he also is a very the guy where she's having an affair with is also really um like you're mine, nobody can have you like that. Yeah, he says that at some point. He takes her arm, and it's and then when he comes back to the house, he just comes in the house, and his intention was to rape her, basically rape her or hope she would. And the problem is, like I said, she almost went with it, and that's what I didn't like Donna's character. She was stupid. She um she was stupid. She was super stupid. Don't forget what she did at the moment, at the end, when she gets out of the car. She could have done that all from the beginning, from the get-go, because the deputy of sheriff is already dead. Cujo's going back to her, and she takes a fucking bath. And she could have done that from the beginning, when they're still full of energy, these people, and not dehydrated. No, she waits 3 days in the blistering hot car with maybe this much water with her son. I mean, yeah. Also, the fact that it's like a Jaw story. What I mean is uh like Quint with his boat. They're stuck on the water. Quint's boat, you know, gets fucked up. He has to stay there. He can't drive anymore with the boat. Uh, and they're there. The sharks there, and sharks keeping an eye on them. It's the same here with the dog keeping an eye on them. And the moment she does something wrong, the dog attacks. Same with the shark. When you go in the water, the shark attacks. It's but in a not so good story, in my opinion. I don't hate Dee Wallace. I like her as an actress. She does do good things, but this movie, I hate her. She was a horny fucking bitch. An unadulterated, horny fucking bitch. Stupid. She could have taken the bat from the beginning. From the beginning, she could have taken the bat. Because at the end, what's different to the end and the beginning? The bat's there, do your thing, or wait 3 days later and the bat's still there and do your thing. What's the difference? You know what I mean? And also a little bit of, the proper the the propaganda of this movie was that he will rain terror on the town, but he doesn't rain terror on the town. He just stays in these in the vicinity of these two houses, and that's it. And that's it. Maybe if he would have rained terror on the town, he would have been killed quickly by the police. But so I imagine more of that, advertising that he would rain more terror, but apparently he didn't. Um, and like I said, 45 minutes drama, relationship drama, and 45 minutes uh, problems with the dog. So yeah, I'm giving it a five. It's an okay. I'm giving it a five. It's an okay watch for me, but I'll never probably watch it again. It's sorry. I know Stephen King movies usually get a high rating on IMDb, but it is what it is. Hope you enjoyed the review and see you next time. Bye.